Hello,
Hi, Lucas.
hello. I
Good to
was
hear from you again.
I want to
Oh,
again make
that's to hear.
conversation
What do you
with
do
you.
today?
Are you ready?
Definitely ready. What's on your mind?
Okay. What does financial independence mean, and why is it important in today's world?
Financial independence to me is having enough passive income to cover your living expenses. So your time isn't tied to needing a paycheck. You mean, is it tied to meeting a certain income level? Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, their opinions. It's different for everyone, but it's about covering your needs and wants without relying on a job. Why is it important now? Well, things are unpredictable. Jobs aren't always secure, and the cost of, well, everything keeps going up. Having that cushion feels pretty crucial these days.
Okay, how does budgeting help individuals take control of their money?
Budgeting's like giving your money a job instead of wondering where it all went. It forces you to actually look at what's coming. Exactly. It forces you to really look at where your money's going, and then you can make conscious decisions about what actually matters to you. It's less about restriction and more about intentionality, you know?
Why is it important to understand the difference between needs and wants?
That's the core of it, honestly. Needs are things you absolutely have to have: shelter, food, transportation to work. Wants are everything else. Knowing the difference lets you prioritize. If you're trying to build financial independence, you got to fund the needs first and then thoughtfully choose the wants. It's about freedom, right? Choosing where your money goes instead of it just disappearing.
How can saving a small amount regularly lead to long-term financial stability?
Small, consistent steps beat big leaps every time, in my opinion. This power of compounding. That little bit saved each month, even if it doesn't feel like much, grows over time.
What
Plus,
what
builds
what role does an emergency
the battle.
what role does an emergency fund play in achieving financial independence?
Oof, huge role. An emergency fund is your safety net, unexpected medical bills, repairs, life. Without it, one crisis can wipe out all your buys you time, keeps you from going into. It's not glamorous, but it's foundational. It's like financial is is the foundation. Look is fancy, but thing from
How does avoiding unnecessary debts force a person's financial freedom?
it is a real freedom killer. It's like being chained to your past spending. Interest payments eat away at your income, making it harder to through choice control your
Why should individuals learn about interest, inflation, and basic financial terms? Uh, my next uh, my next question is that please wait a while. How does tracking expenses help people make better financial decisions?
It's pretty simple, actually. Tracking expenses just shines a light on where your money's actually going, which is often different than where you think it is. Once you see that, you can start making informed choices like, oh, I'm spending way too much on takeout, or wow, that subscription is really adding up. It's less about restriction and more about awareness, you know? It empowers you to prioritize what actually matters. You still prefer the notebook, right? I remember you mentioning that.
What impact do good spending habits have on achieving financial independence?
Good spending habits are foundational, honestly. They're not flashy, but they create a snowball effect. When you spend less than you earn, that DAC is what allows you to save and invest. That saving and investing then grows. And the more it grows, the less reliant you are on a paycheck.
How does
It's
finan-
not about getting
how does financial literacy empower individuals to make wise life choices?
financial literacy is a superpower, really. There's this it's not just about knowing what a 401k is. It's about understanding how money works in the real world and how it impacts all your choices. It gives you the tools to set goals, navigate debt, and even negotiate better deals. Essentially, it shifts you from reacting to your finances to proactively shaping them. Do you feel like, like you had a good financial education growing up, or was it something you had to learn on your own?
Why is it important to plan for retirement even if someone is still young?
Because time is literally money, wakas. Seriously. The power of compounding, that snowball effect we talked about, it needs decades to really build momentum. The longer you wait, the more you have to contribute later to catch up. Plus, starting early takes the pressure off later in life when you might have other big expenses like kids or a mortgage. It's kind of like planting a tree. The best time to plant it was 20 years ago, but the second best time is now. Does that resonate with you?
What challenges do people face when trying to become financially independent?
Oh, tons of stuff. Debt is a huge one, student loans, credit cards. It can feel like you're running in place. Lifestyle creep is sneaky too, where your spending increases as your income increases. And honestly, just sticking with it long term is hard. Takes discipline and consistency, and life throws curveballs. Then there's a lot of misinformation out there, making it hard to know who to trust. I remember you mentioning wanting to take small steps. That helps with the consistency part, right?
Okay, thank you very much. Goodbye.
Oh, all right. Have a good one.